Good evening. How you guys doing? My name is B Wise from Lifestyle Evolutions, and today is the subject of becoming your own authority, becoming the boss of your life, the one who actually is in control of your life. Now, a lot of times it seems like outside forces control so much of our life. So many things, so many aspects, so many outcomes, so many results. And I realize this is the reason for this is because we have given our authority to other people. We have given our authorities to other people's beliefs, meaning we don't trust our own intuition. We don't trust ourselves. And we have removed ourselves from the thing that gives us our own authority, our own power, our own way of seeing the world. And I want you to think about this for a second because I thought about this. I said, why am I always need someone else's advice? Why must I always watch a video to get some advice? This person, they might be further along in certain aspects of what I'm trying to do, but they had to figure it out just like me. At some point, they had to figure it out. They had to change how they were thinking at that moment. If they wanted to get a different result, then they had to change the way that they were thinking. That was the only way it was going to happen. And it probably wasn't easy because they probably fell back into a certain type of comfort zone, saying, well, this might not work, or it's going to take too long, or such and such didn't do it that way. So those are self-doubts that our mind often misleads us down the wrong road with them self-doubts. And I know for a fact because I went through the same thing. I doubted, should I do a YouTube channel? Should I do a website? Should I do all these things? And you have to ask yourself, am I able to provide some type of value to somebody in the world? And I believe so. The answer is that yes, everyone has some type of value they can bring to somebody else. They have they have went through something that could possibly help someone that's going through it or about to go through it. Even though people really don't listen like they should. You might have to repeat yourself a lot of times. You might have to hold their hands for numerous times until they finally wake up, until they finally get it, until they finally trust their own authority. And this is what I'm getting at, trusting your own authority. And it's not going down the wrong road, so to speak. It's something that you have to tap into, and you're gonna craft this your own authority. You're gonna craft it like a skill, and once you craft this, it's going to be awesome. Once you get it all the way where you want it to be, and once you say, well, I have a mind, I can do that. If he can do it, I could do it. Why can't I get the same results? Why can't I get where he's telling me to go? Right? It's because I have self-doubts. And so the first step is to realize, become aware of who are you getting your information from, and how you living your life. Are you living your life the way you want to live it, or are you living your life the way somebody gave you the advice? Somebody laid the road down for you. Now, most of us, the road has been laid down for us. But at some point in your life, you're going to have to make your own roads. Now, you can get by going down other people's roads for the most part. You can get by for a while. But don't you want to know, how can my mind create something? How can my mind generate something? Something different, something original, something I thought of. Something I thought of that made sense to me. And it could be wrong. And you will be wrong. But the key is you initiate that first step. And this is what you have to tell yourself. This is what I told myself. I have to initiate the first step. You know, everything is a learning curve. And in the beginning of that learning curve, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be providing the value that you think that it should. And you're going to have some people that say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know this. You don't know that. But that's good. You want feedback, whether it's negative or positive, because you can take that feedback and engage where you maybe can improve something, or maybe somebody just over flattering. They just like, man, you're just too many compliments. I don't need all these compliments, right? I'm not that good. I'm just figuring this out. But that feedback, you take that and say, okay, he's landing on kind of thick. Maybe he wants something else from me. But anyway, this is how we take the first step. You know, creating an original thought, not a thought that somebody has implanted in your head. You want to become your own authority. You want to make your own decisions. And not decisions like, well, I'm going to the zoo today. No, you want to make a decision that you thought about, like maybe going to college. And you thought about, well, what's the pros and cons of going to college? Am I really going to use this degree? Am I going to see this through? And you got to ask yourself. And you say, well, this is something I want to pursue. And so you ask yourself that, you tell yourself that, and then you make the decision. You don't let your parents pressure you. You don't let the school pressure you. You say, I'm going to become my own authority. That's just one aspect, a way of looking at it. And one day I just decided, I'm reading all these books. I'm listening to these videos. But am I really taking the time to become my own authority? Am I really taking the time to listen to my own voice, my own insight? You should ask yourself the same thing. And then make a decision. This is the trait of a leader, being able to make quality decisions, life and death decisions. We make decisions every day. So we must become good at making decisions. We must become good at making quality decisions, decisions that will pan out down the road, decisions that we might not always be able to see what's coming down the road at first. But I know if I stick with this workout routine, I know down the road it's going to pay off somewhere. I might not see that. I might not see it at first. And see, this is what's going to separate you from everybody else. Because everybody else is following each other. They're not doing their own, they're not becoming their own authority. Now, I want you to think about that. And like I said, I had to come up with this on my own. I had to really realize, once you start getting up in age, you want to be able to make more quality decisions, more long-term decisions, because if you're a smart person, you know that at, at some point this experience is going to dwindle down. It's going to end. It's not going to be forever. It's temporary, right? So we must become our own authority and enjoy the experience and live and die by our choices. That's it. That's it. That's it. I can't even uh, expound on that anymore. I think that's enough. Thanks.